Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. Ahead of the Supreme Court hearing that would decide the inauguration fate between Shettima, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the Nigerian people who probably and the PDP presidential candidate. I'm talking about Atiku Abubakar, who actually wanted the whole thing annulled based on double nomination done by Kashim Shettima. But as we speak, there are three court verdicts right now. As of brother still, there are three courts deciding on that suit challenging Tinubu's inauguration, and this is what may likely go on. Before we go to the newspaper to find out what it is, Nigerians are seriously anxious over this. We'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the right subscribe button beside it. You will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. What anxiety has set in ahead of May 29 inauguration of the president-elect Bola Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress (APC), as three courts, including the Supreme Court, have deferred judgment in the lawsuit challenging his swearing in to this Friday. The Supreme Court had last weekend fixed Friday, May 26, to rule on the appeal by the opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP) against the double nomination and perjury by Kashim Shettima as vice presidential candidate of APC. Similar date has equally been fixed by the Abuja division of the Federal High Court on two separate suits seeking the stoppage of the inauguration. The two separate suits are the ones filed by residents of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) and one filed by a group of concerned Nigerians. In the appeal before the Supreme Court, the PDP had, in an originating summons filed on July 28, 2022, challenged the validity of the Tinubu-Shettima ticket for the 2023 presidential election, arguing that Shettima's nomination as the running mate was in breach of the provision of Section 29 subsection 1, 33, 35, and 84 subsection 1 and subsection 2 of the Electoral Act 2022 as amended. However, Justice Inyang Ekwo of the Federal High Court had, in a verdict it delivered on January 13, dismissed the case on the ground that PDP lacked the right to file the suit challenging Tinubu's candidacy. Justice Ekwo held that the suit was caught by the principle of estoppel, stressing that the issue surrounding Shettima's nomination was earlier decided by another court of competent jurisdiction. He therefore held that the suit was an abuse of court process and as such deserved to be dismissed. The judgment was later affirmed by the Court of Appeal in Abuja, which also dismissed the case. The appellant court, in a unanimous decision by a three-member panel of justices, said it found no reason to dislodge the verdict of the trial court. In his least judgment that was delivered by Justice James Abodoga, the appellate court described the PDP as a meddlesome interloper for dabbling into affairs of the APC. Dissatisfied, the party approached the apex court in appeal marked SC/CV/501/2023, maintaining that the manner the APC and Tinubu nominated Shettima as vice presidential candidate for the election was in gross breach of the provisions of Section 29 subsection 1, 33, 35, and 84 subsection 1 and 2 of the Electoral Act 2022 as amended. The five-member panel of the apex court, led by Justice Inyang Okoro, fixed the matter for judgment after all the parties adopted their final briefs of argument. While the PDP, through its lawyer Mr. Joe Agi, senior advocate of Nigeria (SAN), urged the court to uphold its case by setting aside the judgment of the Court of Appeal on the matter, counsel for Tinubu and APC Mr. Babatunde Ogala, senior advocate of Nigeria (SAN), sought the dismissal of the suit on the premise that it was bereft of any merit. Besides, the respondent contended that the matter had become status barred in view of the expiration of the period allowed for the hearing and determination of such pre-election case. On its part, INEC, through its lawyer, Mr. Adebiyi Adetosoye, said it was in support of Tinubu and APC's demand for the appeal to be dismissed with substantial cost. Coincidentally, the two suits pending before the Federal High Court on same subject matter have equally been fixed for ruling on Friday, May 26. In a suit marked FHC/ABJ/CS/578/222 and dated April 28, 2023, 5 persons who are all residents of FCT Abuja have prayed the court to stop Tinubu's inauguration on the grounds that he did not pool 25% of total caste in the territory and as such is constitutionally not eligible to be sworn in as the country's president. The plaintiffs who filed the action on behalf of themselves and registered voters in FCT are Anyabulam Ubaka Okoye, David Ahanduva Aza, Jeffrey Ohiaba Uche, Osang Paul, and Chibuike Nwachukwu. Also listed as defendants are the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Mr. Abubakar Malami and the Chief Justice of Nigeria Justice Olukayode Arewola. They are all asking the court to stop the planned May 29 inauguration of a new government of President-elect Bola Tinubu pending the determination of the constitutional 25% of vote cast requirement as it relates to the FCT status. The plaintiffs further asked the court to make the resolve the matter of 25% vote status of FCT for the declaration of their fundamental human right in seeking an interpretation. The second suit is filed by a group of concerned Nigerians came up for hearing at the Federal High Court in Abuja, but it was also deferred till Friday, May 26. The concerned Nigerians had in a motion ex parte filed last week alongside the suit marked FHC ABJ/ABJ/C5/567/2023 alleged that Tinubu, who was declared president-elect by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), lied on oath about his possession of a Guinean passport. Tinubu was also accused of lying about his educational qualification and utterly forged educational credentials. The concerned Nigerians who filed the suit are Praise Ilemona Isaiah, Pastor Paul Isaac Audu, and Dr. Onongo Moses. The defendants are the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu, APC. The defendants are the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu, APC, Attorney General of the Federal Federation, Director General of the Department of State Services, and Inspector General of Police, and INEC. The concerned Nigerians are seeking an order of the court to nullify Tinubu's candidacy in the February 25th presidential election. They are also seeking an order restraining President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria from swearing in Tinubu. The rule on allegations of perjury filed against President-elect Tinubu by concerned Nigerians to determine whether the APC flag bearer should be sworn in as president or not. At the Federal High Court, Justice Omotosho granted an order of the substantiated service on Tinubu after listening to the motion for interim injunction to stop Tinubu from being sworn in as President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. At the hearing, the court requested that plaintiffs' counsel address the court on local standing of the plaintiffs and jurisdiction, which the plaintiff counsel did. The court eventually adjourned the matter to Friday again for hearing and ordered that hearing notices and all processes be served on the defendants with immediate effect. There's something very unique about all of this. Everything starts and ends on Friday. 3 court cases all on the same matter of stopping Bola Tinubu being sworn in come May 29. But the question is, why are all of them in one day? Keep it there with us in May, tomorrow, May 26, May 26, for more updates on this. Have a nice time. God bless you. Let's meet in that conversation.